Welcome once again. Week 5 approaching. That is Font. This is Porch. Before we get started, I'd just like to say one little thing. Message to all the haters out there.
And there are many.
There are many haters. I'd just like to say, I'm successful this year.
The beard looks great.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous of my success yet again. Worry about your own underachieving squads instead of the one that's at the top of the standings. I mean, let's go!
Wow.
Let's go!
Wow.
I'm on fire! All right, you're not on fire! I knew it, you're lying! I'm fire!
Aaron Rodgers had a solid game. Joseph Randle back to reality. Chris Johnson, solid 10 points. James Jones scores a touchdown every week. Doug Baldwin, Zach Ertz, 2.1 points. Ted Ginn Jr. caught 2 passes, both for touchdowns. Lucky start from Jacobs. You fucking lucky motherfucker. And Chandler Catanzaro hit 17 points. Shocking. Matt Ryan, Le'Veon Bell had great games. Arian Foster Care did not show up on Sunday. Mike Evans has still yet to find his stride. Cooper is an emerging star. Jordan Reed is hurt. Marvin Jones, who Dan Coster was calling for 2 touchdowns, praising this man, had a whopping 1.5 points. Jacobs takes the W.
Once again, upset of the week. The underdog wins. That might be a reoccurring theme throughout the course of this season. Great job, Twan, for that controversial deal acquiring Chris Ivory. Carried him to victory. Weak games from T.Y. Sanders and Peyton. Better games are for sure ahead for him. He upgrades from Heath Miller to Travis Kelce. I like the path that Twan is on. This was a solid win for him. Over to Mark. This week Mark wasn't carried by 2 monster games. Cam, 15.9. No one, Jeff said 15, and no one else really showed up. I was wondering when this would happen. Finally has. Is Mark in trouble? I don't know. I still like his team. I look for him to definitely bounce back from the week 73.6. Mark's an interesting team to watch. Let's see what happens.
In the battle of guys who peaked in high school, we had MMED falling to Long Island Pick Squad, 98-86. Ryan Tannehill, great game. Woodhead had a solid game. Demaryius Thomas, amazing game. Calvin Johnson is horrible. Eric Ebron is horrible. Shane Vereen is horrible. Packers D, 16 points. Caleb Sturgis, a fucking bagel, 0 points. How does that happen? Moving along to Pick Squad, I love where this team is headed. I love Jamal Charles. I love Doug Martin. Randall Cobb is a very safe play week in, week out. Stevie Johnson should not be in this league. Jimmy Graham, still they're not utilizing him the right way. I think pickers should just drop Jimmy Graham and cut their losses. I like Antonio Gates moving forward. I also like Jordan Cameron.
Derp could not have asked for a better week. Not only did his defense and kicker finally score points, but it is official. He has overtaken Font. This is the best wide receiver core in the league. Keenan Allen, Brandon Marshall, Larry Fitzgerald, Dennis pulled another diamond out of his ass. Drop Matt Jones. He has no business starting in this league. Jeremy Hill, we'll see. Great job from Dennis. I think he's back on the map. Over to the commish. He had a couple of key players on buys. I think he's finally got to start Ronnie Hillman. There's talent around this team. He made some good pickups. It wasn't enough. I like Dad's going forward, but his stock did take a bit of a hit. Not a huge hit, but, a bit of a hit. Dad's has a solid squad. Nothing to worry about.
And the pursuit 2015 continues for Mike Porker. Neps continues his dominance of this league as he absolutely fucks up Team Fish. This team is not the best in the league, still has a lot of talent. I love Pierre Garçon. I love Cecil Shorts III. I love Martellus Bennett. Not sold on Abdullah yet. Moving along to Team Pescado. I love A-Rob, John Brown, Jay Witt, Anquan Bolden, former team. I like both these teams. Excuse me. I hate Day's team. I love Mike Porcelli's team going forward. Gets a lot of shit. Porch will be in the playoffs. Lose first round.
TCP takes another one. I don't know how they're doing it. Well, actually, I do know. Devonta Freeman is carrying both of them. This team is the Walking Dead, just like I wrote. I mean, look at this roster. Like, who do they have? They have Jordan Matthews, Eli Manning, Devonta Freeman. They have nobody. They have nobody, yet they're 2-2. How long can Devonta Freeman keep this up? I'm not even going to talk about anybody else, because Devonta Freeman is the only guy worth to talk about. On to the next team. Font did a good job starting Blake Bortles. I like that start. Traded away Chris Ivory in a controversial deal. It's well known that I'm not the biggest fan of this move, but it could make him look like a genius. We'll see. VJax had a big game. Too bad it didn't matter. Thomas Rolls had a solid 5.2. Let's hopefully his receivers can play to the level that we know that they can play at. I still think Fonty's a top 5 team. Hopefully his moves work out.
In the battle of Mepham football pride, we have Zach Didino, 6th-string cornerback, versus Coach Jim McElwain. Real young gun walks away with this one easily, as Forte, Breeze, and Macklin pretty much carry his team. Didn't need to score many points to beat Goodman, who did not perform well. Very underwhelming performances by Eddie Lacy, Frank Gore. DeAndre Hopkins gets peppered. He needs to ice his hands after every game. I love him. Steve Smith Sr. is horrible. He was having a great year. Now he's hurt. I don't like him moving forward. Tough week for Goodman. Moving forward, I think Real Youngin has a better team moving forward than Coach Jim.
Oh my God, help me! I don't want to die! Oh, stop, drop, and roll! You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby! I'm on fire!
Welcome once again, gentlemen. The Week 4 video recap weekly report. We are here. This is going to be a great show. We've got a couple of returning guests. We have a clip that has still yet to be sent to me from the commish that we will show you later. We got an interview, and I think we'll begin with Mr. Fontanella wants to get a little something off his chest.
I mean, I don't really want to get something off my chest. Yes, I would like to get something off my chest, Mike Porker. Thank you very much. So, I'm getting a lot of criticism about this trade that I made, okay? Why don't you all worry about your own squads, okay? Because listen to me. I know what I'm doing at HQ, okay? Headquarters is in good hands. Why do you think I'm the executive of the year? Why do you think I'm executive of the year? I know what I'm doing. Talk to me when I'm at full strength. You tell me you want to face Marshawn Lynch, LaShawn McCoy, Julio Jones, Odell Beckham Jr., and Blake Bortles in the playoffs? Come on now. Who wants to face me? Now the challenge is going to be getting there, but I'm going to fight week in, week out to get there. Look out, week in, week out. Every minute counts for Team Font moving forward.
Yes, we are yet to find the nominees for Executive of the Year, and when we do have the award show, Dads, I know, Dads is the man I want.
There's no fucking
Dads is the man I want with me for that award show. Hopefully we can get that going again this year.
A, B, C, and D.
We'll see who wins that one.
Well, it's not going to be like Don Bove, so.
Oh no, the bug's back? Have the bugs been unsquashed? Well, it is time for our first ever interview with the cell phone we got here. Our first interview will be none other than Coach Jim McElwain's Coach David Goodman. He is at home, probably. What do you think he's doing right now while I make the call?
I'm going to say he's at home stuffing himself to death.
Oh, God. We got him on speaker.
I love Goody.
Don't be like sports. Fucking answer us, Goodman.
Yeah.
Is that David Goodman? Is he on the line?
Oh, that on the phone?
This is Michael Fontanella and Mike Porcelli. Coach Goodman, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Squad's looking a little shaky, but we'll get things in the right direction like Jim McElwain.
All right, David,
Jim
David,
McElwain
please,
we're gonna need you. We're gonna need you to lower your voice, sir. We're gonna need you to lower your voice, sir.
David,
Mr. Fontanella has a question
We're
for you.
asking the questions here, okay? Thank you very much.
Damn right.
What? Well, that makes no sense. Okay. All right. You may have had a couple
Mike
drink
Porcelli,
already.
what is your first question for Mr. David Goodman?
Well, right now you're 2-2. Where do you see your team headed so far?
The patch is a little spotty right now. We're a little banged up in some spots, but we're looking to that 4-3 to step up their game and lead us to victory.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
No
very
shot
interesting.
in hell.
All right.
All right. I have a question for David Goodman. It's actually non-related to your team. It actually is related to your team. There's been speculation that I'm looking to deal the wideout. You know my number. I'm very interested in Eddie Lacy. If you have any interest, you have my number. Please let me know. I'm very, very high on Eddie Lacy. Great family man. I know you like Julio Jones. I think we can make this work. Let me know, please.
As long as you're not, hitting me up at 3 o'clock in the morning when I'm drunk.
I don't know what you're talking
Talk
about.
it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Oh boy. I think that's it for us now. I think that's all we got. David Goodman, is there anything you'd like to say to the league? Any message you have for your opponent this week, Dennis Hassett, before we get you off?
He's a respectable opponent. He might have to put a little herb sauce in his drink to get the W, but I think he'll get the job done.
All right. Well, that is.
No.
Oh no, we're
Dennis
not done?
Hassett is a joke.
Oh
Okay?
no.
He's not a respectable owner.
The Bugs
okay?
have not been squashed between these two owners.
You saying that Dennis Hassett is a respectable owner makes you look despicable as an owner yourself. I would just like to finish up. That's all the time we have. Thank you, David Goodman. Bye-bye. Thank you very much. You hang up?
Absolutely.
Shout out to Team Herp Derp. This kid is locked onto our group chat. He needs to take a chill pill and stop answering every second. It's annoying.
And he's literally typing right now
See,
as we speak.
This kid is relentless.
He's literally. Let's see what he's
the
gonna say.
kid is
Hold out easily. I don't know the conversation.
He just puts in these weird ass fucking comments.
He just wants these likes. That's what he wants.
He cares about likes. We are instituting a new segment this week. I like to call it Coster's Corner because it rolls off the tongue. He likes to call it Mamba's Corner. Doesn't sound as nice. Regardless, Dan Coster has put together a speech for us. He'd like to let us know how he's feeling towards certain owners in his league. Let's see what he's got.
I got a feeling someone's about to be ripped to shreds.
I love it.
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, the White Mamba.
Can you please sit down? Thank you. TCP is an embarrassment to this town, this league, and of course fantasy football. They should be giving Devonta Freeman pedicures weekly after he has ruined a week of my life and Font's. TCP is a disgrace to this league. 4 goose eggs in 2 weeks, and Chris Durkin has the audacity to say, once we have Safarian Jenkins back, we gooch. Meanwhile, he has not a clue that Safarian Jenkins is not on his team. This tandem of owners have no idea what players have what bye weeks. The fantasy gods, I just want to know how they can treat this team to 2-2. Devonta Freeman should not be doing what he's doing with this team. We could all make that very clear. TCP, okay, they don't check. I know for a fact they do not check this league. Until 12:50 on Sunday. They have no idea who's on bye. They just pick up these guys at 12:50 and they produce, and it's sickening. Just sickening. I'm done. End it. That's my little rant.
You can't stop the White Mamba. You can only hope to contain him. The White Mamba, don't do him like that. Don't show him the versatility.
Real quickly, I sent Long Island Pickers a text the other day. Don Bove, I said I was looking to make a trade for a tight end, maybe Antonio Gates. And he responds with, "Do you have Gordon's number? He's doing the talking today." Okay, I don't really know what kind of arrangement that is, but if you can't juggle college and a fantasy team, you have no shot at being successful in life. We're not done yet, folks.
Andre Johnson is still in their lineup. Any thoughts?
My thought is Andre Johnson. Is Andre Johnson even traveling with the team these days? Is he even traveling with the team these days?
This just proves my point that they don't check.
Ladarius Green?
Starting tight end. Antonio
He's
Gates.
at number 3 now.
Antonio Gates is back.
TCP annoys the shit out of me. Alright?
If TCP wins this week, we have to restart the league, I think.
TCP wins this week, I already have Nick Field on speed dial.
Who the fuck is Nick Field?
I already have Nick Field on speed dial.
Walsh back in the league?
Honestly, bring back Big Puma Kirch. I want back Puma. Yes or no?
Are you still a Dom Bove fan?
Stay tuned.
Oh,
because
shit.
After me and Dom have a nice conversation this week on the phone again, I'll give you a quick update on our relationship status.
Oh, no. We got some matchups to preview. Let's take a look at the board. Alright, Font. Week 5 matchups. Who do you got winning?
This week, I think Kamish outduels New England Porches. The pursuit ends. Mike Porker falls to 4-1. I also like Jim McElwain this week to fucking wipe the floor with derp sauce. Long Island Pickers will lose to Team Fish, who gets on the winning track. Are You Saying Pal will easily walk away with the dub against the real Young Gun. Magic Man El Diablo will not even score 65 points this week. White Mamba will cruise to victory. TCP continues its winning ways. They're going to ride the hot wave of Devonta Freeman. Our Daniel will win this week.
I am on the contrary to you. I actually think I'm going to beat the Dino, and I'm actually confident. I think it'll be a low-scoring affair. I think I'll walk away and really piss the Dino off with another low-scoring victory. I think Derp's going to find a hot streak. I think he beats Goodman. Fish and Pickers, no contest. He runs over Fish. Powell and Young Gun. I like Zach. I like Zach in that one. White Mamba, Magic Man. Got to go with the team that has more firepower. That's White Mamba. Last week was just very, very odd last week for Mamba. TCP and Twan? I gotta agree. I think there's something going on with TCP. I mean, they're zombies right now. I think they're gonna keep pushing forward.
They're on autopilot.
And now we get to our game of the week. This man, Michael Fontanella, back under the bright lights of prime time. We are preying on you to take out sports. Let's take a look at the matchup.
I like my team this week, like I said. I think we're going to win this week. I think, bold prediction, Antonio Andrews, 20-plus touches this week. Minimum 20 touches this week. I look at Team Jacob's team, and I am only maybe a little intimidated by Aaron Rodgers. The guys starting Kendall Wright, guys that has been. Zach Ertz had a nice year in 2010. Sammy Watkins had just one leg. I like my team this week. Antonio Andrews, 20 touches, like I said. Also, Odell Beckham, Julio Jones will get back to their stud wide receiver ways. Looking for big games from both of them. And welcome to the Squad Heat.
Yeah, on paper, this is such an even matchup. I mean, look at the projection, 100 to 101. Even though ESPN projections don't mean shit before the game starts, you gotta just look at that and think something. Bortles getting the start again. Is Lynch playing? Andrews to start. Fonte's team is not as strong as it once was. There's still optimism around the squad. I look at sports, and I was right. Look at that. Look who's not in his lineup. Look who's not in his lineup. Chandler Catanzaro and Ted Ginn. Has anyone been added to this roster? No. No pickups. You know what that means? Sports is going to lose. The pattern continues.
I'll take it.
Font gets the victory. He gets the victory 98 to 83. Fonte gets his 3rd win of the year. Sports gets a dose of reality. Before we sign off, power rankings have been updated. Here they go. Remember our slogan, you got a problem? Win. Win. That's all you got to do.
Just win, baby.
Win.
Just win.
Just win. We would now like to sign off. We would like to thank David Goodman for his interview. Hopefully it came out okay, because I got a bad feeling about that interview.
It's alright.
We would like to thank the commish, Mike Didino. We would like to thank Dan Coster. Fuck you motherfucker. God damn it! We would like to thank the commish for the clip that I have yet to receive, and this video is over.
You may never receive that
Hopefully
clip.
it's already been inserted in the video. If not, maybe next week. Who
He's
knows?
already 6 beers deep. No way you're going to get that anywhere near in time to edit it into the
I look
video.
forward to week 5. Hopefully Mike can back up what he says and end the pursuit.
Is $100 on the line for that matchup?
I don't know. I've got a feeling he's a compulsive gambler. I don't want to take his money. I don't want to be that guy
Bottom
who takes my
line,
friend's money.
Bet or no bet, New England Porches loses this week.
I think
No
I
AP,
think
it's gonna
I
be
think
tough.
I win. I think I win despite having no AP.
It's a loss. Chalk it up as a loss.
I'm not so sure.
Loss.
A great man once said, "The cream always rises to the top." Flake cream.
Loss.
We're out.
Loss.
We're out.
See y'all next week.